Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 187 of the Sensible Sociopath podcast.
Yeah, 187.
That might be right.
That might be?
I don't know.
Is
it
it
right?
wrong?
You sounded like you weren't sure.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, just right before. I mean, I'm sure that's right, but...
I'm fairly confident.
I don't know. I typed it in, so...
We hadn't made
Did you type that one in?
I don't remember what I typed in.
We hadn't made a 187 joke yet.
Exactly. And I'm all about NWA.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, not withholding anything.
Right.
See, Roby, you missed it. I nailed that one.
Oh, sorry. I don't
white.
I don't track with NWA jokes.
Yeah, not withholding anything.
And no one white in attendance.
Exactly, that too. Except, no, it'd probably be mostly white now if it was NWA.
Maybe.
Yeah. And not because they all died shooting each other.
It's true. It's true.
Just
story.
because it's...
You know it's really white?
What?
Canada.
What? Say what? Well, why don't we have a Canada episode, Roma?
I think it's a good idea, actually.
All right. Well, I mean, we are ill-prepared. That's the first thing.
Actually, I brought us a bunch of Canadian fare that we could try out.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
And it just naturally went from NWA to Canada, and then suddenly we have a box full of goodies from the
Canada.
state of Canada.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the really big state.
Well, Saint McDonald must be looking down on us.
Indeed, he is.
Saint Norm.
Just waiting for the opportunity to get a Janice.
Roma, where did you get this box of Canada?
So it showed up on my doorstep.
Really?
Yes. It was very taped up. And
like drugs?
It kind of looked like a kilo of Coke or something.
Wow.
Well, probably more than that. I don't know how big kilo is. How big's a kilo? It was big. It was very big.
Looks like a loaf of white bread.
Yeah.
But completely white.
But one of our fans, Kat,
yes,
and Kat's mom, Tammy, made us a Canadian care package.
Yes.
Full of goodies that we either don't have here or is a variation of things.
That's excellent.
That we have here.
And this is a callback to a show that was, it's about to be 100 episodes ago or something.
A minute, yeah. We did a salute to Canada.
Yeah.
Where we wore Canadian tuxedos.
Yes.
So denim on denim.
Double denim.
I think that was before I started on the show.
Yes, it was.
So yeah, it was probably about 100 episodes.
Not too far ago, but yeah, it was in the 80s.
Yeah, Roman was nailing the thumbnails then.
In the 1980s.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yes,
that
exactly.
Too.
Well, hold on. Kat's saying some stuff here. Let's see. She goes, okay, well, first of all, Margot and Kat and Tammy and
Aaron
and Mr. Normac.
Oh,
all say hello. And
Chad and Bulldozer. What's going on, guys?
Dozer.
Kat says, God, I hope they all taste good. LOL, really hope the butter tarts are still good. Okay, she's been going on about these butter tarts. So, Kat, I asked her, they got here and they were past their expiration by a couple days. And it was still going to be, I got them on like Monday and it's Friday now.
Mm-hmm.
So I texted her that night. I'm like, should I freeze these? And then I didn't get a response back because it was late. And so I put them in the freezer. And the next day she texted me. She's like, no, probably just put them in the fridge. They'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I already froze them. So I'm sorry, Kat. But
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
So she's like, that's a thing over there. And she loves them. And then what else did she say?
Well, don't give it all away. I would now.
She goes, that's Dad. Oh my God, imagine him rapping at Christmas. And Aaron says butter tarts are fire.
Oh, really?
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Ro, are you from Canada? The state of Canada?
It might be something that we have, but it's not like a thing.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what a butter tart is. I've never.
They call them butt tarts.
Yeah, I lived on the East Coast, and
I'm not surprised you call them butt tarts, dude. I'm not surprised at all.
Now,
so go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so it's a lot of like snacky foods and like
Snacky,
candies
junk
and
food,
things like.
yeah.
Cool. All right.
But she also sent us. This was my request so that not to throw her, so that I don't throw her. I don't want to throw shade. She does not like this particular thing, but I saw it online, and it is Swiss Chalet. Is that what we decided it was?
I think it's probably Chalet.
Hot chicken sandwich, home style gravy sauce style. What is it? Madison? Mason? Poor hot chicken. I don't know. Anyways.
So is this a Montreal thing? Is it a French Canadian thing?
Yeah, that's Chalet.
Chalet. So apparently this is a Canadian thing. I think this is I don't know if it's a brand or a type, but like I saw it on the internet and they're like, oh, we're so lucky to have this. And I'm like, okay, well, it's canned gravy. But so I told you, I said, hey, I've got this random can of gravy. We should put it on fries like poutine.
Yes.
Now we don't have cheese curds, so it's not traditional poutine because I was too lazy to go that extreme.
Absolutely. But
Cass is right. Aaron.
Dan, why don't you dole out fries?
Doling out fries.
So I brought up an article real quick for those that don't know what poutine is. I imagine that most people do, but maybe not everybody that's listening. I brought up the Wikipedia page for poutine.
Ooh.
So it says poutine's a dish of French fries and cheese curds topped with a brown gravy. It emerged from Quebec in the late 1950s in the Centre du Quebec, I guess, region.
Centre du Quebec.
Thank you. I like how you said that with an Irish accent.
Centre.
Though its exact origins are uncertain, and there are several competing claims regarding its invention. For many years, it was used by some to mock Quebec society. Poutine later became celebrated as a symbol of Quebecious culture and the province of Quebec. It has long been associated with Quebec cuisine, and its rise in prominence has led to its growing popularity throughout the rest of Canada.
I don't know if we have enough.
Okay. Annual poutine celebrations occur in Montreal, Quebec City, and Drummondville. I don't know.
I'm not.
As
Drummondville.
Drummondville. As well as Ontario, Ottawa, New Hampshire, and Chicago. It has been called Canada's national dish, though some critics believe this labeling represents cultural appropriation of the Quebecious.
Boo.
Oh,
or
yes.
Quebec national identity.
Well,
really?
So,
poutine is cultural appropriate. It's fries and gravy, brown
from
gravy,
a territory of Canada.
Yeah.
It's taken from a territory.
Yeah, screw you, buddy.
Wow. You guys live in a socialist hell, but I like your food. But you mentioned cheese curds, Roma, and you also mentioned that it was a dig to, like, basically they're taking all of our favorite things in America and putting them into a bowl and then saying, fuck you, Quebec, like you bunch of white trash assholes. So first of all, Kat, are the people in Quebec white trash, first of all? Secondly, is it more cheese curds or more cheese sauce? Because that looks like cheese sauce on the Wikipedia page. And I'm into that.
No, those are definitely cheese curds with dressing or with gravy on top.
Okay.
So she says, correct, it's a big restaurant chain here. I hate it, but everyone loves it.
Okay.
Poutine is every drunk Canadian's favorite food.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I think. That's why I think it's picked up popularity here, is because it's not healthy food.
She says Quebec hates us, has been trying to leave Canada for decades.
Is that where Montreal is?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And that's where they speak French. So
yes.
The French are snooty anyways.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Canadian French?
Yeah, they have something to prove.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was exactly my point. It's not that Canada is snooty. It's just that if you put French-speaking people in Canada, they are going to be like...
Yeah.
They're
like
so much better than you.
I'm pretty much already French, eh? You know, like...
well, something else that's great is the show Letterkenny, I think, does a good job at representing the way that Canadians and the way that people from Quebec are, how they are together.
Same thing with Trailer Park Boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's something really interesting. Last thing I'm going to bring up says many variations on the recipe are popular, leading some to suggest that poutine has emerged as a new dish classification on its own, so like sandwiches and dumplings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a place, one of our local grocery stores, Dan, don't say it, has like 8 different kinds of poutine on their you know, make your food market place. Like they make it for you. Like they'll make you burgers and
or
all
like
that
like a omelet bar or something, like a poutine bar.
Yeah. They do it like they do pizza and like sandwiches and wraps and stuff like that. And yeah, they'll make you like 6 different kinds.
Also, for those of you who've never seen nutritional facts from Canada, this is what the back of the can looks like.
One full of fat.
It's not as
to their salt.
Glaring as in America. It's very like calories 20, fat lipids, carbohydrates, proteins, cholesterol, sodium, potassium.
Everything I love. All right, dish it out, Dan.
Okay.
Dan has it in a lovely. You should see the presentation we made.
Everything's also in French.
Oh, really? Well, bone gravy.
So I just licked some of it off the can. It tastes like canned gravy.
So, Kat says, "Fuck Quebec."
Yes. Gotta love that cultural differences.
That's hilarious. So we're basically now. Kat, does Canada? Okay, so first of all, is poutine offensive to Quebecians? I think you might have alluded to it there, but I just want to know if they hate it because it's like their thing, and it's gravy and keep cheese curds on potatoes.
So delicious.
Yeah.
So
did you ever have? It tastes like processed gravy. It's really good. It's good.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'd freaking eat it, especially with some cheese on this. Holy cow!
Yeah, I like it. And I didn't realize that it was like what did it say? Chicken sandwich or something like that? Roasted chicken sandwich.
Hot chicken sandwich, homestyle gravy sauce, style Mason, I guess. Pour hot chicken. That was weird. That must be the French.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got it.
I'm wondering if the gravy is intended for hot chicken sandwiches or if it's supposed to taste like hot chicken sandwiches.
I think both.
That's unclear.
So, did you ever have the Heinz not canned, but jar gravy?
Yeah.
Reminds me of that.
It's like my favorite.
Yeah, it reminds me of that. I think it's really good.
Flavor,
I would totally buy this and eat it.
And like I said, with in the last time we did this, whatever episode it was, it might have been the 60s or 70s, 63, something like that.
1960s.
No, it was the early 80s.
Will you hand me a napkin? I got poutine gravy all over my hands.
Everything seems a little bit healthier. Like I don't know if the numbers are healthier, but to me, like the gravy doesn't feel like super like overly rich or like they've made
overly processed
saturated.
Yeah. So that was one of the things I appreciated about like their candy and their snack foods was like it wasn't like punishingly salty or whatever,
I wonder if sodium is 320 milligrams, 14% of your daily value.
For how much? For how much is a serving?
Quarter cup.
They use cups, or did they use milliliters, Roma?
It says 60 mils, 60 mils or a quarter cup.
All right. Yeah, we're using a metric today, Roma.
I just wanted to see if it had
monosodium glutamate.
Yeah, and I don't see it. Water, modified cornstarch, hydrolyzed corn, soy and wheat proteins, wheat flour, beef fat, salt, yeast extract, canola oil, onion powder, disodium isolate, and something late, paprika, herbs, citric acid.
Paprika, that's what it is.
Paprika, herbs, caramel, spices.
Ooh.
Did you know that Big Mac sauce is pink because of paprika?
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. One of the old executive chefs from McDonald's gave away the secret.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, how the hell do they know?
That's right, because somebody had to be a chef
an
for them
executive
at
chef.
some
I mean,
point.
it's better than using red dye number 40.
Yeah.
Dude, I would eat this all day.
Well, a lot of people thought it was ketchup. That's what, so like you try to make it at home and you just end up making fry sauce or whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Delicious. And there's mustard in it too, in Big Mac sauce.
Uh-oh, making a mess. So.
Are you splattering it all over your screen again?
Not yet.
Okay.
There's still time, Dan.
I want to keep eating this shit.
I know, seriously.
Someone else talk.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, so we just had that. Let's go to Kat's. This was her least favorite thing. Let's go to her favorite thing, which is butter tarts.
The old BTs.
So she said, yeah, Swiss Chalet is a rotisserie chicken place.
Oh, okay.
Hunter Osborne says, sending health and well-being to your leg, Danny ass maximum.
Yeah. Daniel almost had a podcasting career-ending injury. I don't know if we've brought it up on the show yet.
We have not.
Okay.
We have not.
Dan is weak as a kitten. If anyone wanted to attack him,
oh, dude, I'm
which I'm sure all the audience do.
I'm just straight fucked.
Now the time, because before his rump was a reckoning for you. I wouldn't recommend it.
No,
I wouldn't recommend his rump.
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So Dan, you actually had a pretty bad injury.
Yep, I did.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, sure.
You sat on a cactus.
No, dude, it was the worst. I thought, Double Dare was a crazy show until I tried to make it a reality.
Until I met Mark Summers.
Right?
And he pushed me onto a cactus.
So, I was working, and I work with box trucks. Like the one I rolled, which is what I was talking about when I first started on the show.
Yeah, we still haven't gone through all your
No, we haven't, because there's a lot. And I was on one of those box trucks, and we were offloading windows.
You're supposed to put boxes on them, not windows.
Yeah, I know. And, well, it was the job. And I was trying to speak to the other person who was on the other side of the window as I was on the lift gate. Hey.
Wait, funnily? I can't hear you because we're in class. Like that?
No, I wish that was the case.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah, well, I wasn't trying to be humorous, but
all right.
Ended up the weight shifted and I fell off the truck and I tore.
Wait, Dan, let me you at least did the mime thing though, right? Like that's the first thing you have to do when you have a window between the two of you.
Yeah, or you got to cross the street when somebody
I was trying to go down the stairs, and it turns out I fell down the stairs.
Oh shit!
And broke my.
How big was the window?
You tore
9 foot long and 7 feet high, 500 pounds.
Did it break?
No, it stayed right where it was.
Wow, you gave up your body for that window.
Yeah.
I like that.
I did.
I'm gonna hire you to
move windows
or whatever. Just in general.
I'm just gonna hire you.
Yeah.
So what happened, Dan? What did the doctor diagnose?
That I didn't just tear my ACL, I tore it off of where it's supposed to be, so it's only attached to one half of my knee.
So, I mean, that's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
You're halfway there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't
halfway there.
I didn't half-ass it. I actually went half in,
Yeah.
I got you.
and half out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tore my MCL as well, and I also bruised the bone, which they consider to be an interior of the bone fracture, like the lattice work that's in between, like the marrow.
Oh, the bony matrix.
Yeah, the bony matrix. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's that spongy shit. And I cracked a bunch of those, and so it's considered a fracture. And but thankfully, the MCL tears and the bone bruising is going to be healing on its own. But unfortunately, I have to go under the knife.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not excited about it.
Aaron says he ain't just gonna tear it; he's gonna rip it off.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. I don't just tear it; I tear it off.
Yeah. When Dan works for you, it's a rip-off.
Ha! Nice.
Okay. So, these are butter tarts.
Whoa.
Apparently, they have Safeway in Canada.
Okay.
What?
Because these are from Safeway.
Safeway Canada.
Mm-hmm. Those look good.
You know what they remind me of? They look like. Let's eat them first, and I'll tell you what I think they're probably.
Do they smell mapley?
I'm thinking they're going to be like pecans, like pecan pie.
Okay.
Without the pecans.
Maybe a little brown butter flavor to them. Maybe a little nuttiness, perhaps.
It's funny because it's pecan pie,
but
they're pecans.
Yeah.
They're pecans.
We've had this conversation on the show.
Is that a thing?
We've had
It
this.
is a real thing.
Well,
we've never had this conversation.
yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
Not
So
once.
you eat you eat pecans, but you bake pecan pies.
Okay.
That sounds backwards.
No, pecan pie, correct. So you eat pecans. Yes, you eat pecans, but you bake a pecan pie.
Woohoo!
There
I
you
won
go.
That's what it
something.
was.
I may be broken, but I won something.
Well, Dan, you're going to have to develop other skills now.
I really do.
Like
Maybe-
pie-related skills.
I was going to say maybe some podcasting skills.
Yeah,
would be a
exactly,
good
Dan.
idea.
You better get clever quick. Okay, they're not mapley at all. They smell good.
I feel like they're going to be kind of like toffee-y.
Yeah. I got a whiff of something and it smelled like I don't know.
Smells like delicious.
It's a little pie.
Dan, what are you vaping over there?
I am.
Is it maple syrup?
No, it's cold brew macchiato.
Oh, all right.
Okay, she says you can get, she says, yes, Roma, very close. You can get buttered tarts with pecans or raisins. I always go for raisins.
Dan, tell me what your vape
Does this one have
again?
raisins in it?
It's coffee, cold brew macchiato.
Dan, I didn't know you were gay in the early 2000s.
Oh, stop
See what I did there?
Okay, well, I'm eating
I
it.
nailed you.
Yeah, well, good luck
Holy
clearing
shit.
these cheeks.
Cat, this is so good. Oh, my God.
The texture is very nice. It's very velvety.
So I think this one
In your
has,
mouth?
she said this one has raisins in it.
Man, this is
Oh,
good.
it's fucking good. Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
I don't usually like these types of things unless they're like lemon or, I like a little tartness to them. That's one reason I don't eat a pecan pie.
Pecan pie. But the raisins actually give it a little bit of a tartness.
Are these real like grapes do they put in there and then they turn into raisins when they bake it?
No, I think they're just raisins. You can see the raisins in there. Dude, this is so good.
Man,
Like, I get it now.
no wonder all those Canadians are fat.
Cat's very excited that we
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah. Kat, is Tammy with you?
Yeah, where's Tammy?
I'd like to thank Tammy for having birth to you. And we got these because of that.
Yeah.
Because Tammy's a little minx.
I could eat this all day. Between poutine and this, holy cow.
Well, it's the perfect serving, too. It's the perfect size.
Yeah, you just liquefy that, shoot it into your system, and you'll go into a coma after some poutine.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm going to sleep good tonight in a
Yeah,
diabetic coma.
I like the raisins.
No, that was good. That was good.
Are they the white raisins or are they they're purple?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I ain't hating on it. I ain't hating on that, Roma. I don't mind a purple raisin now and then. They got me through Christmas sometimes.
Oh, man, it was...
Star of wonder,
Dude.
Star of light.
Are we talking California raisins?
Mhm.
Exactly. Star
Yeah.
of
I brought that up at work the other day, and everybody there thought I was crazy.
They didn't do it?
Claymation,
They
dude.
didn't know what it was.
Yeah, exactly. Pay no mind to what you hear, son, and half of what you... Wait. Yeah, all right,
And
yeah.
I heard it through the grapevine.
But you saw the Christmas one though, right?
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I saw all of them.
Westward leading, still proceeding,
We were-
guide us to that perfect light.
We were rich enough for normal
We
TV.
three kings of Orient are.
Okay.
That's right.
Come on, guys.
All right. So, last time
Mhm.
this went down, Kat sent us the all dressed chips. Do you remember that?
Mm.
It's got like, I don't know if it's like barbecue and ketchup and
Yes.
what it's called.
They
the all
were
dressed.
like my favorite thing. I think.
Okay.
And they took them away.
I think we were underwhelmed.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, we were
Oh.
underwhelmed, and she was upset about it. So she sent us another bag of a different brand, her
Okay.
favorite brand,
Okay.
and it's the only thing that got destroyed in the box.
Excellent.
Oh,
And I
no.
told her, because it burst open in the box, I
Sure.
think from the altitude.
Sure.
I told her, and she said, "Oh my God, no, my redemption chips."
Mm-hmm.
So I saved it.
Yeah.
They might be a little stale, but we're gonna try this.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Awesome.
I will not judge them on the freshness. I will
Okay.
judge them on the flavor.
Yeah, it's about the
Do you
flavor.
want to hand me a couple of cups or whatever those are?
Sabols.
Zabos.
Yes. So far, Kat, very impressed. Very impressed. This has been.
Wait, do we have any Tim Hortons in there?
I don't know.
I don't know. I shouldn't ask these things.
Yeah, we don't.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
What's a Tim Horton?
Never mind.
Yeah, it's like a gas station, I believe.
It's like a donut shop.
Oh yeah.
It's like Tim Hortons donuts.
I
and
feel like I've heard of it, but
Kat's probably gonna have opinions about it, and I hope she
what's
does.
that gas station from Texas or something, or no, maybe like Michigan. Maybe it is Tim Hortons.
okay. So here is the bag.
Mm-hmm.
So loads of all dressed.
It's called Loads.
Yeah, loads
Loads.
of all dressed flavors.
All dressed loads right in your mouth hole.
No, it's just loads bread. Oh,
it's called loads of.
Usually it's crackers,
Loads of all.
Seasoned to the max for extreme snacking satisfaction. These delicious rippled chips are loaded with flavor and pack a mighty tasty crunch.
Loads. Circle jerked chips, because they taste like jerked food, like Jamaicans would do. Circle jerked crackers. Loads.
New Ookie all dressed.
Okay, so Kat says next time we had to scale back the list. Tim Hortons in the is like Dunkin' Donuts to us.
Awesome, love it.
Yeah, they're
good. Fresh as hell too. They're crunchy as could be.
They're sweet and sour
and savory.
They're barbecuey.
That's just a tiny bit of spice. Like that sour is what does it for me.
Oh, it's like 4 of the major things right
These
there.
These are good, and
crisp.
I think that they're better than the last. I think the last ones were Lay's. Might have been Lay's.
Ruffles. They were Ruffles because it was a big thing for Ruffles for a minute, and then Ruffles went back to other chips, and they got rid of the all dressed, and it's very.
They remind me of barbecue, but different. A little bit different.
And barbecue is one of my favorite ones, and I think it's the most underappreciated of the chips. Like especially in white culture, honestly, because I grew up eating barbecue potato chips because that's what everybody ate was barbecue potato chips. Now I come to the white place, and there's a lot of salt and vinegar. Love that.
That's one of my favorites.
Great stuff. But nobody ever grabs barbecue potato chips. So like if I see someone eating it, I'm like, good choice.
Oh, I like they have barbecue Doritos now.
Really?
And those are awesome.
Dan,
why
are we here?
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Jesus Christ.
The flavorful
this is good.
And phenomenal. If I can get a hold of them, one of the ones that I want you guys to try, I haven't been able to find them since, but it was spicy jalapeno pineapple Doritos.
Dang.
Oh.
They were awesome.
Really?
Oh yes.
I've had so you have the flaming hot Cheetos and then you have the jalapeno ones.
Yeah.
I thought the jalapeno ones were like even spicier than the
I'm not surprised.
Hot. Yeah.
Flaming Hot's usually just like Frank's Red Hot poured onto freaking
I mean, I like how my pee comes out the color of blood and my poop comes out the color of flaming hot Cheetos. My poops look like flaming hot Cheetos.
Okay. Let's do something sweet. I'm so fascinated with this. So it's Maynard's wine gummies.
Wine gummies?
Oh my God. Is this from the guy from Tool?
That would be hilarious.
No, he has a winery.
Like Maynard James Keenan?
Yes. Yeah.
Is he Canadian?
Is he Canadian?
I don't know.
I
want to see the ground give way. I want to watch it go right in.
Prepared in Canada. Dude, I love gummies. I don't know how I feel about wine gummies, but
Enema's fantastic song.
I feel like it wouldn't. I feel like his product would be a little bit darker.
Push it down.
Well, considering he's got like at least 3 bands, I don't know.
Kat says we have ketchup chip Doritos now. If you guys see black ones in the wine gummies, try those ones. They are my favorite. Also, always the more scarce. So annoyingly lucky if you get 3 in a bag. Ooh. The coveted black gummies. All right.
Yeah, see if you can find them.
Yeah. Here, give me one more cup or bowl.
I like
It's good.
Give us like a good representation of all of them because I'd like to try them all and then I want the black one.
You know, this would be awesome if you could get a hold of enough.
I found
of them.
3 black ones.
Nice.
Is
dude, we got a bunch of black ones.
Putting this like ground up on a crust for like ribs or pork chops or something,
dude.
That would
be
do awesome.
You could do a pork chop for sure. Yeah.
Burgundy.
Okay. And so, what do they look like? Are they worms? Are they crayons? It looks like Maynard was wearing a crown.
This says Maynard, so I wonder if it's the different.
Oh, they're made from the wines, I bet.
Yeah, this is Champagne.
Ooh, I'm a champagne guy.
This one is smashed. I think it's a crown. This one's.
Thank you, sir.
All I can think of at the same time is Brother Maynard, bring us the holy hand grenade.
Here, well, I'm gonna grab one of each, and I'll pass them to you guys.
Yeah, please.
Beautiful.
I really want to know, because that is such a coincidence if Maynard James Keenan has a fucking winery down, I think it's in Arizona, or maybe it's in California.
What are they called, Roma?
What?
Maynard's
wine gummies, I think. So, Kat, this colored one and this one, they're both the same, right? They're just different shapes. All right, so I got that.
Oh, okay. So the color denotes what they are.
I think so.
Okay.
But there's different shapes. Here you go, Dan.
There you go.
We got a bunch of the black ones, though.
Okay.
She goes, whoa, score. Haha, what the heck? Jealous. Yeah, there's more. Yeah, they're more purple.
Did we find out where Tammy is?
She's there.
So.
She is?
Yeah, that's what she said, was that she was there.
Oh, she goes, yep, she's here.
Hi, Tammy. Thank you so much for having Kat and then helping us have a great podcast.
Wouldn't be the podcast without you, Tammy.
Absolutely.
She said Maynard is British, pretty sure. Yes, the colors are all the same. Okay. I'm going to try the black one since it's... Okay. I love the texture already. It's like super chewy.
It's like jujubes or something. Mm-hmm.
Less sticky than jujubes, or maybe. Dude,
yeah, they're not getting stuck. That's awesome.
Kat, this is good. Did you try the black one?
Mm-mm.
It's good.
I did the yellow. I think it was a champagne. Gonna do the green, the red, and then the purple.
She's not wrong about the black ones.
Yeah.
So I'm a big texture person, and I love how chewy these are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it makes you work for it.
And it is. That's the one thing about jujubes that I don't like. Or, I mean, they're not my favorite, but just how they stick in your teeth, and you just, I don't know, feels like it's going to pull out your fillings or pull out a tooth. I have a lot of loose teeth, Dan.
I believe you.
Yeah.
What do you think, Dan?
They're pretty good. I can't find as to whether or not they're actually owned by Maynard James Keenan's wineries, but...
Well, she said they might be British, so...
Well, it says it's a product of Canada, but I don't know if Maynard himself, like the Maynard, is... The red one's really good.
Yeah, the red one's really good.
Mm-hmm. Actually, the red one kind of reminds me of Swedish Fish.
Yeah, really does, actually.
But chewier.
Well, and you get a variety with them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get that with Swedish Fish. Or didn't they for a little while?
They do have some... I don't like the other colors, though. I don't like the flavors of them.
They don't have a black one.
Yeah.
It's a black thing. Gummies. All right. Kat, you are right. That black one is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
It tantalizes your palate.
The green one's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a joke about it being owned by Maynard James Keenan because there's a picture out there of like him all over one of these bags, but I think it's just shopped in. But it's still funny.
Well, I was surprised when I found out the lead singer of Tool, who was like this, dark entity that like wouldn't even look at the audience and like came with his face painted black like a cross. Even had a winery. That he's like, oh, would you like some wine? You're supposed to be demonic.
Yeah.
Super good.
They're good. They're going to take a minute to eat them, though.
Yeah. We got like 20 of the fucking black ones.
We got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
It's interesting because some venues, people apparently love their artists so much, they will throw things set on fire at the band to show their appreciation.
Like what?
Like shoe.
Wow.
Flaming shoe. It's the reason why Tool won't play in certain places.
Really?
Had refused for the longest of time in Boise, Idaho, because someone in the audience threw a flaming shoe at him.
Wow.
And
I think I heard about the shoe, but I didn't know it was flaming.
He didn't come back for a long fucking time.
Yeah,
like
I know.
Several albums.
I saw him in, I think it was 2007.
I saw him in 2003.
Okay.
When he came here in 2003 with Meshuggah. And unfortunately, I was not educated enough in my metal to know that Meshuggah was badass. And so it was a wasted intro for Tool when I got to see them, because Meshuggah is badass.
Yeah.
And
they're a lot more technical and stuff, though, aren't they? Like a little harder to digest for the general public. Yeah.
And you have to, in my opinion, acquire what I call a metal ear to be able to understand what their lyrics are.
The chef I worked for had a metal butthole, but I'll tell you that story
I've got
later.
metal nipples.
Respect to both of those things.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Those are excellent, Kat. I'm very so far everything's been really good. I think last time I was not there were some things that I was shitting on, and I felt bad for it because I pointed out how they tasted to me, and then I think I ruined some things for Kat.
Oh, wasn't one of them like a cardboard box or something? Or
I said ashtray.
Oh yeah.
It was a good candy, but it just had that flavor to it. And she said that's one of my favorite things, and now I think she said now I could taste that all the time. And
It's
so
like
I just
how
felt bad.
It's like how sometimes you either taste that cilantro is like soap, or as soon as somebody brings it up
it's
to
an
you,
ashtray. Yeah. Roma, we have two other
Maynards. One's fuzzy peach and one's Swedish berries. So I wonder if it's like peach rings.
I like Swedish peaches.
I wonder if it's going to taste like.
Steve. That's why you're on the list.
So in the States, we have the fuzzy peaches. We have like peach rings.
Peach rings, yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, that's what I'm vaping right now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yep.
And then we have Swedish fish. So I don't wonder how these are going to compare to what we normally. So those
are literally Swedish fish.
Swedish
That's
berries.
awesome.
They're Swedish berries.
Excellent.
Ooh.
All right.
So they're both the same flavor. So I'm just going to pass a couple to you guys.
Well,
Okay.
it's a good thing that here in the next 15 days I'm going into the dentist, so I think I'll be all right.
Yes.
Yeah, just brush your teeth after this.
Well, and the funny
Plan
thing
on it.
is probably they're so literal in Canada that if they did have Swedish fish, it would taste like fish.
Probably.
Yeah. Because their gravy that's made to taste like chicken sandwiches tastes like chicken sandwiches.
I could tell that these are already that they've got that chewiness to it.
The same.
Did you get some? Roma?
I got one of each, yeah. I can't like just eat. Dude, there's so much stuff in this box.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the original Lay's commercials, you can only eat just one, or you're gonna have to shave your head.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Larry Bird.
The Swedish
Michael
berries, in my opinion, taste like Swedish fish.
Oh, and these ones actually have like a candy coating to them.
Ooh.
The peach fuzz ones do.
Oh, okay. So you're starting with the Swedish fish?
I did
ones?
the Swedish berries, and they taste like Swedish fish, and they've got a very similar texture.
Okay.
In my opinion, you tell me what you think.
I don't think that they, have the ability to rip out your fillings, but
I got a hemorrhoid.
Oh, gross!
Swedish hemorrhoid.
Swedish herpes.
Yeah.
disguised as a berry. Oh, that's what dingleberries are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dingleberry.
So this.
Good. I think I do like Swedish fish a little bit better.
Yeah, but it's very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar texture and flavor profile. All right, I'm gonna eat this.
Yep, that tastes like peach.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I like these better than peach rings, I think.
I think we add a whole lot more of a different kind of artificial profile that
They're tangy.
everybody in the United States has been used to for the longest of time.
I think the tanginess is what does it for me on this. Good. Mm-hmm.
They're really good. They're peachy, slightly perfumey, but that's what you get when you get fake flavor sometimes. It's really good.
Yeah. I wonder, do they have good peaches in Canada? Because I know we can grow good peaches here, and we're close to Canada. We're about, 500 miles
I don't know.
from Canada? Something like that.
Margot says she wants to try all these Canadian snacks. Well, lucky for you, I have a ton of them. So
Yeah.
Somebody pour the wine ones back in here while I'm getting the next steak. Okay.
Yeah. So far, I don't know. Maybe I'm just more open-minded now. I mean, we've been through a lot in our lives.
Yeah.
Back then I might have been closed off to the foods of Canada.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the poutine that really was like the good intro.
Yeah, just kind of cleansed your palate, set a good stage.
If you had a poutine breakfast burrito, I'm in.
Oh, dude.
Okay, let's do something a little chocolatey and different.
I'd prefer that over country gravy any day. I think that would be amazing.
So this is Nestle Aero, AERO.
Oh yeah, like AARRO, like Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah, I called him Arrow earlier.
It's peppermint, and it says "Feel the bubbles melt."
Okay.
So it looks like this.
Okay.
It looks like it's probably. Yeah, I don't know. It's minty, which it looks like chocolate covered mintiness. So.
And it says bubbles melt. Maybe it's got like a little crisp thing to it.
I think looks like it's probably crispy, and it's got like it's aerated, which is the Aero part.
Kind of like those.
I gotcha.
Little crisp rice balls.
Like a Ford Aerostar.
Do you remember we got
roomy like a van.
Green in the middle. Do you remember we had that one thing that was kind of almost like toffee? I think it was one that you thought tasted like ashtrays. It's got the bubbles in it, and you ate it.
Way to bring it up, Roma.
It was
all right.
It was like a honey thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of that. Like I feel like, well, we'll see, but it seems like it's.
It looks the edge of it looks very nice, like the rounded edge of it. Okay, so it's almost like a meringue or something in there, or some kind of.
Smells really good.
It's like a Dan's Boney Matrix.
Dan's Boney.
Yeah. This in my leg is what I broke.
Yeah.
This it smells like grasshopper.
Jojo, happy birthday!
Woot woot!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
What?
Yeah, it's Brother Joe.
It's his birthday today.
Yeah.
So
praise Brother Joe, for he is born today.
Steph's here. American candy companies have better formulas for their European markets. Americans for the European markets, American laws. That's from Steph.
Okay, because of the laws. Yeah.
I believe that. Damn Americans.
It's very good.
It's like peppermint. Like what are those? Like menthe, cream de menthe.
This is awesome.
Well, it's like the Andes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's like an Andes or almost a grasshopper. You know, like it's not obviously it doesn't have a cookie.
I don't know if I can feel the bubbles melting though.
How long do I have to sit? Because I'm just gonna eat it.
Yeah, nope.
I'll worry about bubbles later.
I just ate it.
When they're coming out in my stool.
You have effervescent poops.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really
rather
good.
minty.
It twinkles. Yeah.
It reminds me of the Andes candies.
Roma.
It is the time of year for chocolate.
Not withholding anything. Okay.
It's good. I'd eat it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I like and actually what's funny is I just had some ice cream called like Santa's Workshop Slut or something like that. I don't know, some kind of like local ice cream.
I think that was
that.
Santa's Workshop butt.
Yeah, it was like Santa's Circle Jerk, something like that. But it was chocolate with mint and they put mint schnapps in it.
Oh.
What?
And it was 2% alcohol.
Was that a Stella's or something?
Something like that. It was Steels, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was all right. I mean, I was like, well, how much alcohol is it? Because I'd had a
it was Stills.
Oh, the still, yeah.
I had a double makers and on the rocks, and
You're drinking makers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 40 years old now. I'm a man.
Yeah.
I gotta drink man shit.
Exactly.
Everybody else is getting mixed drinks. I'm like, I just have to drink whiskey now.
Yep.
So
I don't get mixed drinks anymore.
So I
don't either.
Yeah. So I had that at dinner, and then we all went for a stroll through kind of the downtown area and went to go get some alcoholic ice cream. And I'm like, hey, I kind of barely had a buzz, but I was like, oh, alcoholic ice cream, let's do this. So I was like, how much in this ice cream? And he's like, well, in the pan about 2%. And I'm like, can I pay extra and get more? He's like, no.
Well, it's pre-made, right? They're not like.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but anyways, I was pretty disappointed. I mean, I was thinking you can make a milkshake, can't you? You got to put milk in it, don't you?
For the most part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not a bourbon shake? $5 for a milkshake? Ain't got no bourbon in it or nothing.
So.
Come on. Pulp Fiction.
I don't know about it being $5, but this is one fucking good milkshake.
Yeah. Fucking good.
let's see. We allow chemicals and fillers banned there. That's what Steph was saying. Kat says you have to let it sit and melt. Well, I don't
That's
have time
way
for
too
that.
much time.
You have to put it in your mouth like saliva. Like it's like the movie The Fly. You know how you regurgitate all over your victim and they melt slowly.
This kid is
from
how
the
the fly
outside.
eats.
So Kat was mentioning ketchup. We've got ketchup flavored chips. So Old Dutch brand ketchup flavored.
Oh, it's the Old Dutch.
Yeah. Hey, when you want to taste slavery.
Our ketchup chip is award-winning. Old Dutch won Eat North's Canadian Best Ketchup Chip because its outstanding flavor and crunch. We proudly accept this award on behalf of our great customers.
All right.
That sounded
nice.
like a whole bunch of what the fuck
That
did
was
they
a
just
weird
say?
sentence, yeah.
So that one didn't explode. Old Dutch stayed.
It didn't, but I feel like it lost air, so I wonder if it's a little crunched up because I think so there was 3 bags of chips in here. One of them exploded. This one seems deflated and the last one seems like it hung on really well.
Okay.
So,
well, we're also judging on that.
yeah.
That's also one of the criteria.
How well does your bag hold up under pressure?
Well, sometimes I go to the Mount Everest, and sometimes I go to the bottom of the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How well does your
But
bag
it smells
hold up?
like ketchup.
The
She says she doesn't think we're going to like it. But
The Santa Annie Trench. Isn't that the one?
Santa Annie.
Isn't that what it is? The Santa Annie
they're
Trench?
very pink. Here.
Okay, I'm on it.
Dan.
I'm
give me
on
some
it.
goddamn ketchup chips.
Hey,
It smells like ketchup if you smell the bag.
calm your tits there, Steve.
They're very pinky, ready.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it'd be funny if you got like a pair of shackles in every bag.
I think I'm going to like it. It smells like
Free net with proof of purchase.
You see, the Dutch were notorious slavers. Probably the most prolific.
okay. I already have
Notorious.
opinions.
All right.
It's very tomato forward.
Yeah. It's almost like tomato soup and ketchup.
Yes,
Mhm.
Campbell's tomato soup.
Some
But it's
grilled cheese in
it's
these.
tangy.
I'd be all right with that.
They're really good.
Yeah.
I'd eat
Honestly,
the crap out of this. Honestly,
I don't think I would much rather like the other ones with that little bit of tartness to it. This has some of it,
I think this is more tart than those for
Yeah.
sure.
but I like the other ones because it's got the barbecue, it's got the spice, a little bit of spice. To me, it's just a better flavor. This is too much of one flavor. I want more of the rest. You know?
Yeah, I see that. I'm not a big fan of barbecue chips.
Okay.
I don't dislike them. I would just never buy them. I
Yeah.
would never, if they're served to me, I will eat them and enjoy them. But I would never be like, I'm really craving barbecue chips. This I would crave.
Like if you're at a royal event and they brought you barbecue chips, you do it because you didn't want to offend anyone.
Exactly.
The Prince and Princess of Canada. What a great day for the world, and what a great day for Canada, and that for the world.
The Prince of Q. Barbecue.
Cass says, I thought this was going to bomb the ketchup chips.
No, I kind of
Dude,
like
No,
them.
those actually they were pretty on point.
I like these better than the all dressed.
By the way,
personally.
Kat, we just got really high before we did the show, so just so you know,
Everything's so good, man.
We're doing a show.
seeing visuals and
I
stuff.
thought we were
Yeah,
just hanging out, man.
exactly.
Damn.
Yeah, Dan, pull up your pants, Jesus.
They
These are
might
good.
be on.
Mhm.
they're very tart. Now you could tell they have vinegar on them, and I love that because I love, salt and vinegar.
Absolutely. I think salt and vinegar chips are the thing that I found in my adult life that I never knew existed in my kid's life or in my childhood that I love now. Like I love a lot.
It's kind of like how when
I
you're a
could-
young kid, you hate pickles, and then you.
Oh no, I
learn-
love pickles then.
No. Like for me, it was I hated pickles as a little kid, and then all of a sudden one day the switch flipped, and I'm like, dude, fucking pickles.
You're like, these are like dicks.
He used to eat. Steven used to eat peanut butter and pickle sandwiches
Yeah.
all the time.
Pickle chips.
I really need to give that a try sometime.
Yeah. It's
I never had one. I used to think that he just did it for attention, but
no, they're fine. They're
I'm
good.
just saying.
Actually, you know what? I just thought about this because I was eating peanut butter straight out of a jar and eating pickles straight out of a jar. just literally like 5 days ago. But when I first moved out of like my parents' house and I was living, you know, like a poor person, kind of like I do now. I would get a jar of the green olives with the, you know, the
red
pimento.
Yeah.
And peanut butter. And I would just sit there eating olives and peanut butter.
That's so weird.
It's something about like the vinegariness cleansing the palate, I think. Because like you couldn't throw, I don't know, you couldn't eat like cheese and peanut butter because
I mean, I'm not against it. I just have never done it.
Roma,
I think
can't.
it'd take the right kind of cheese.
Well, if it was a hard cheese, yeah. God damn it, Dan.
Okay. Let's go.
I failed this again.
I'm just kidding.
Let's go back to sweet. So this is called, it's by Cadbury. It's called Mr. Big.
Ooh.
Original.
Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? You're never gonna get my love.
Okay.
It looks like a Twix or something. Like that's what it looks like the styling is or something.
Yeah, or like a Babe Ruth or something. So
if you threw it in a swimming pool, would someone think it was a turd? That's what I want to know.
It does look like that from the package, but we'll see.
You think so?
Oh, we're going Caddyshack on it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a turd.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's just diarrhea. Oh, damn it.
It was supposed to be solid.
Cat's like, you gotta let it melt. You gotta let it solidify. You gotta eat more fiber. Roma just got shit on the floor. Great, Roma.
So it looks like, okay, this is what I think it is. It looks like Rice Krispies covered in chocolate with wafer in the middle. Like, it looks good. And caramel.
Yeah.
Now remember, you gotta save some for Margot.
Now
we have more.
Oh, okay.
Now, I don't like how high it is. I'm like, it should be a little more flat. Like it should be a little, you know,
it is
come
very
on, guys.
domed.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost triangular.
It's like a little something was crawling along on its knees, just dropping a loaf, and then they just covered it with chocolate.
Yeah, just cover it with chocolate,
just
guys.
like kneeling its way across.
All right, I'm trying it.
Bloop.
It was pretty good.
I like that a lot.
It's like $100,000 plus like marshmallow plus peanut butter.
It reminds me of vanilla wafers.
Mm-hmm. Nilla wafer, or what are those things? Those
the vanilla,
that one, the square
wafer
ones.
Yeah.
sandwiches, right?
Yes.
The wafer sandwiches.
It's really good.
Is Nilla wafers the same thing as that?
No,
No.
Nilla is cookies.
Okay, that's what I'll. Yeah.
Those are, in my opinion, the crap cookies that your grandma gave you because she thought that all kids would like them.
I kind of like them actually.
That's okay.
Steph says ketchup chips need a mustard dip.
What?
Ooh.
And Kat says these are very airy.
That's how you start a race war, Steph.
These are good. I really like the texture.
That's the only thing that
Steph, your first race war.
Charles Manson didn't do. You know, he put it in Helter Skelter, but he got caught right before he mixed the ketchup chips and the mustard.
It's a true story.
Yeah. Did the Tate murder? Was gonna mix the ketchup and the mustard. Got caught.
They got caught.
Yeah.
They found him at the store.
Thank goodness, though. Thank goodness, because we wouldn't have NWA.
That's very
Never
good,
withholding anything.
but very sweet. I couldn't eat a lot of it,
Yeah.
but I like the texture of it.
I'm gonna
Looks
wash that down with the buttercup. Wait, what is it? A butt tart?
Yeah, it's a butt tart. Yeah, you just lick that butt tart and just put it in your mouth. Yeah, there you go. Good man. A little ASMR. Nice.
Delicious. That's good.
That ass sounds really meaty.
Butt tart, still good.
ASMR.
Mm-hmm. And Dan knows about meaty asses.
I do.
Okay,
I do.
so apparently Nestle makes a candy called Smarties, which we have in the States, except for this is candy coated milk chocolate. So I don't know if it's like M&Ms.
I hope it's sour, because Smarties are sour, and I like that.
Smarties are sour. I don't know that these
Smarties are sour.
I'm gonna have a hard time differentiating
I
our
remember-
Smarties versus their Smarties.
Well,
you
we're
I
know,
gonna
remember
find out.
Smarties being a little chalky and tart.
No, they're tart. For
you
sure.
crush them up, you snort them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pixie stick right where you need it.
Okay, these are interesting.
Straight down the tube.
Here you go, Dan.
Okay.
They're very earthy colors.
They look like off-brand M&Ms.
Oh, sponsored by the NHL.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you know that is quite an endorsement in Canada.
Take off, you hosers.
So, Kat says, we have your version of Smarties, but we call them Rockets. Also, Smarties are the most boring chocolate we have, LOL. But I think it was interesting how we both have candies called Smarties, but they're different.
These are M&Ms.
Yep.
They're just M&Ms.
She says, do you like Smarties better than M&Ms? Because I don't find them as sweet.
Is M&Ms?
I mean, they're pretty sweet. But I'm wondering if these were created to send to soldiers, like M&Ms.
M&Ms were.
Yeah, because they wanted to send them chocolate, but
they ship better.
Exactly.
They don't melt.
The melts in your mouth, not in your hands. Well, that's because they had to ship sea rations over to the soldiers in World War II.
Yeah, so they needed something that had a coating on it so that even if it got too hot, it wouldn't turn into like a liquid.
And things like Spam, like those sorts of things were created for this. And it's so funny that things like Spam end up being in the culture of places that you would ship stuff to, like in Hawaii, because they don't have a lot of land to graze animals.
Right.
And you don't want to ship meat on a slow boat,
No, you don't.
You are correct, Kat. This is very boring, but I can appreciate it.
Yeah. No, they're good, though. So if you're having a hankering for M&Ms and you're in Quebec and people are being an asshole and they won't tell you where to find them, if you find something called Smarties,
you should be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
You should be all right.
And they actually have ones that look like they're the color of your nipples. So you just pick one of
the blue
those. The purple one. Where you got the little kind of like the pink one, somebody
the green one if you're not feeling too good.
Exactly. Red, if you're sunburnt. Yellow if you're jaundiced. Nipples.
Green for, that good old fashioned gang.
Oh my God. Kat said they used to be bright colors, then the dyes were banned.
Beautiful. That's amazing.
Thanks, Trudeau.
Yeah.
First one or second one.
That's a pretty pussy move. Like,
they're
just like, here, have your cancer candy.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, be happy visually. Don't think about cancer while you're eating candy.
Yeah,
just
really.
don't think about it.
Yeah. Because,
wow.
Yeah, I was telling Roma this earlier. Thinking about cancer is worse than having carcinogens.
It's very true.
Okay. Let's do. I think we actually had these before. Did we have these before? But Dan definitely didn't. The Hawk and Cheesies.
Hawk and Cheesies?
Yeah, we did.
Yes, I think so.
Because they're kind of like the crunchy
Cheetos. Yeah, they're not they're not the puffs. They're the
crunchy Cheetos,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
So,
and I think these were some of the ones that I liked because they were less salty, like less.
Oh, okay. Less
I
sodium.
feel like you said that, but I don't think that I agreed with it.
Yeah,
that
but
it was less salty.
Roma, you're not very agreeable. That's the thing.
It smells like
It's
delicious,
true.
cheesy feet.
Last time she was agreeable, it was days.
It's been days. Yeah,
days.
ask my boyfriend. It hasn't even been that long.
You mean it's been longer?
Correct.
Yeah.
I was disagreeable.
Yeah, you're like, no, it wasn't. No, wait, correct.
I was disagreeable last night for sure, probably several times today. So
Yeah, all right.
that man's a saint.
Yeah.
Here, Dan.
Roma's boyfriend is a great guy. He's just, nothing phases him. I love it. Yeah.
The other night,
Roma bashed her arm on.
dude, it hurt for days. I was at work and it hurt so bad.
That's so funny.
Well, and the funny thing is, I came home that night and I hit it again, exact same spot, and I thought I was gonna die.
He's like, then he goes and has a drink.
He, I was getting all irate about something the other night, and so he started matching my energy level. He's like,
no.
how do you like it? Well, I just talk really.
Dad, what if I wanted more of those?
Well, they're in the box.
Okay, what do we think?
You wanted to know what's in the box?
What's in the fucking box?
It's cheesy.
That's how good I am.
I think they're extremely salty.
Really?
Yes.
Nope. I mean, yeah, they're salty compared to Smarties, yeah.
They're really good, though.
But compared to not things,
these are
pretty
so
good.
crazy salty. Holy cow.
I wish these had more salt on them. If there was one thing Saint Norm of Weekend Update.
More salt.
They're good.
Mm-hmm.
Very salty.
That's what Janice's problem
Not
was.
salty
Not
enough.
enough salt.
Exactly. When she's done playing her basketball with her friends with her, which is fine nowadays, the ridiculous 3-colored ball. What do I have in my hand here but a cheese sandwich?
Okay.
You don't actually have to have a van full of cheese sandwiches unless you want to be known for your attention to detail.
She says, yes, I just resent them because they were such a hit.
Yeah. Super
Okay.
good.
So
I ate the rest of that whole bag, and I did not eat the rest of all of it.
Okay.
Or of everything that we had.
Okay, so she sent us a Kit Kat. We obviously have Kit Kats here.
Way to go, Kat. I get it.
But we were trying to figure out if it was the same here as in Canada.
Okay.
So she sent us one to see what we thought.
What about a Tam Cat?
Like a Tammy cat?
Yeah. What's new, Tammy Cat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's new, Tammy Cat? It's Tom Jones, Roma. What? Jesus. I'm singing.
We were all on point with that.
Yeah. Roma's like, you're drunk. I'm like, I've been singing since the beginning. There is no change.
This has some kind of weird, like, deja vu moment.
Of what?
I don't know.
Of us singing Tammy Cat?
Like this situation, but I feel like
Is there a glitch in the Matrix? Room?
maybe it was weird. I know it's not the same, but it felt the same.
It smells the same
Let's see if it
as
tastes
an
the
American
same.
one.
I think it's the same.
Same? Yep.
Or similar enough. I feel like I actually might like the chocolate better. I feel like our chocolate this would taste more like a Cadbury style chocolate.
I haven't had a Kit Kat for a long time, but as far as I can recall, that's exactly the same. I guess the last time we did the Japanese one, or where I got them all at the Asian food store.
It's really good.
But I didn't get a regular one to compare. I just got like
I didn't think
matcha.
about it. I should have gotten a regular one to compare, but it's good. The chocolate is very. It doesn't taste like cheap milk chocolate though.
Maybe.
No.
I don't know.
wonder-
I think you're letting Stephanie get in your head.
Well,
Katrina and Stephanie are battling.
She goes because all the people say they apparently taste much different. So I feel like the chocolate tastes better, but I'd need to have hours. I know that whenever I eat,
Save the rest.
yeah,
I think it's
We'll
like
get a Kit Kat for the next episode, and we'll do the compare.
we've got plenty.
Perfect. Save it.
Broke off a piece and left it in the
she
bag.
goes, people are liars, and now I know. I don't necessarily think that, Kat, because normally what happens is if I eat really processed chocolate here in the States, like Snickers, Kit Kats, whatever, the chocolate tastes very waxy and just not that great to me. And when I was eating this, it reminds me more of, like, you buy Cadbury chocolate, brand chocolate, it tends to be a little bit more creamier, and that kind of reminded me of that. So I feel like it might be.
I can see what you're saying, and so maybe it'll be more of a textural rather than the edges felt very sharp on it.
Did it?
Yeah, not that's indicating like the way it the mouthfeel that you get when you're actually like masticating it.
Okay, we're gonna try this.
Oh, dude, we were talking about mastication now.
Yeah.
Joe's Lewis.
JOS.
Joe's.
There's no apostrophe.
Joe's.
Is there an E
Lewis.
in there anywhere?
No.
Okay.
It says l'original or the original. So a tradition of delicious since 1923. From the kitchen to delivery trucks. Vachon Bakery, Vachon. Vachon Bakery.
I'm sure it's French, probably.
Okay. Has been a true family operation since Rose Anna Vachon started in 1923. In 1945, Rose Anna passed the company on to her children who filled with the same dedication and determination led the family bakery to national success. Today, the same proud spirit of this family bakery lives on. It fuels the passion and commitment that has made Vachon cakes a favorite amongst Canadian families right across the country.
Vachon.
Vachon.
All right.
You got to get your French on, Roma.
Sorry.
All right, Kat, tell us how bad that was butchered.
Yeah. Tell us about the Vachon family and their
She's
famous
like, it's
cakes.
actually Vatican? What's wrong with you?
Yes.
So I'm thinking the box was
Vachon.
probably pretty big, and so they broke down the box but sent them separately in a container, which I thought was brilliant, honestly.
Yeah. Or they stole half our Vachon.
So they
Dude,
kind
I
of
thought I had the
Are you eating our Vachon right now, Kat?
they kind of look like moon pies.
Okay.
So here, do you guys want to split one?
Yeah, we'll split one.
Joluli.
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 Woo! That's how you open one.
Joluli.
Well,
Got
you are very particular about how things are opened and eaten. Cupcakes, you got to do them a certain way, or you're doing it wrong.
It kind of looks like a moon pie to me.
Ketchup, if you don't eat it as a chip, it's
This
bad.
feels really good.
Yeah, chocolate and
It's like chocolate cake with
a stuffing.
it looks. I think it's marshmallow.
Cream pie. One of my favorite categories of cakes.
It's really good. Mm-hmm.
I eat like a duck.
You eat like a duck?
Mm-hmm.
It's good. You can taste the vanilla in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's very processed, but it's kind of along the lines of like something you would get from like
It's like Hostess or
Exactly.
Tasty Cake or yeah. That's what that is. Their version of that.
Mhm.
And it's funny that they have that whole preamble.
Mhm.
You know, like, oh, they're fancy, blah, 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 blah. Then you're like, yeah, we put them in vending machines. Yeah, you can only get these on the Ides of March during the 10th October, or in a vending machine. You could go over there and get one.
They're like two loonies.
No, very good.
They're good. I'm eating another bite.
And it actually kind of reminds me of like Tasty Cake and Hostess mixed.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
I don't know, it has, maybe there's a little bit cinnamon in that chocolate
It's
cake.
like
I'd be
a
interested.
Swiss roll, but
Yeah.
not quite as processed as a Swiss
Like a
roll.
Swiss
Yeah.
roll, but yeah, it's similar. Similar kind of outer shell. It's got kind of that like marshmallowy cream center thing.
Yeah, it's like they're a bunch of lazy Canadians that won't even roll up a fucking Swiss roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just put it in a sandwich there. Hey, let's go
Yeah.
drink some more beer.
exactly.
All right. We're getting down to the end.
Don't you look at me funny. I'll tell you what's really funny.
Do we have something salty?
I just found a card.
Oh shit,
That should be tasty.
Roma, I hope it's full of anthrax.
If it's white powder, don't hesitate to share.
Yeah. Try snorting some, see how you feel, and then give us the rest.
That's right.
Heard you made the naughty
Standards.
list.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Tammy, wink.
Nice work. Oh, and Merry Christmas. Enjoy Merry Christmas, love, Cat.
Oh, thank you, Kat.
So apparently she sent us notes, which I did not know because I forgot that there was a card. I switched boxes because when the chips exploded, it made like it greasy inside. So I didn't want it like, anyways. So Swiss shallot gravy. We do not endorse this. Eat at your own risk. This was requested by Roma.
Mm-hmm.
All dressed. It's all typed up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't lie to me, Kat.
All dressed chips. This is a redemption bag. If you don't like these, then I don't know what to tell you.
Those were very good. I was very. Those are the only thing I want out of that. Well, I mean, you know, obviously I don't need a bunch of candy.
Right.
I want those chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kit Kat. I know you have your own, but I've heard it tastes very different. Question mark.
Plus, it's got her name. I get it.
What do they? How do you say it?
Joe.
Lulo, whatever.
Joe
Yes.
Luli.
Yes, sorry, 3 are missing. That was my buyer's fee. Plus, we don't want to put Steve into a diabetic shock.
Thank you, Kat. Thank you.
That's really funny.
No,
Somebody had
that's
to
awesome.
consider it, I guess.
Kat, you're my favorite. And Tammy.
But it would be a fantastic diabetic coma to enter into on
mean,
the air.
Absolutely.
That'd be great content.
So I know we have Sour Patch Kids, but I don't know that we have this. It's Sour Cherry Blasters.
Whoa.
All right.
So she asked me about them, and I said send them because we love Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, I love a good sour candy.
Speaking of categories, sour cherry blasters.
All right, Dan, calm down.
Yeah, it's virgins who are disagreeable. Oh, they are not sexy at all.
Nope. They just look like a ball sack.
Yeah, it's awesome. They do look a little nutsack.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have sour cherry stuff here?
I don't know. They're good.
I was watching a wartime journalist, and he's finding all his dead friends on flags and stuff. But aside from that, he said if you go to the Ukraine, in the off season, get anything with cherries in it. Apparently, Ukraine has the best cherries, and so like baked goods and stuff like that go with the cherry.
I do love cherries.
You will see all the flags of your dead friends, but
yeah, you got to have standards.
Okay,
it's worth it though.
Last one. Are we ready?
Okay. Ooh, thank you for saving something salty. I like it.
Well, I saved it. So, Old Dutch dill pickle flavored chips.
Hell yeah. I'm ready for this.
So the Old Dutch was the same brand that was the ketchup?
Ketchup, yep.
Yeah, so I'm excited because that was really good.
Old slave trader, I call it.
Just pickling up them Old Dutches.
They smell like pickles.
That's awesome.
So this is Steve's show for the win. Thanks to Roma and Kat.
Those sour cherry blasters. I know we have the watermelon ones.
Okay.
I've seen because I think they'll have
you could see the dill on them.
The single flavor, and I've seen the watermelon ones, but real dill?
Yep.
Oh shit.
What's the dill?
Leo.
Oh, they're good. They're really good.
Okay, those are pretty damn good.
They're salty, sour. You can really taste the dill.
I wish they were more sour.
I wish they were more sour too. I feel like the ketchup was more sour than this.
But very good.
If they added a little more vinegar, I'd say that's pretty damn on point.
Do you guys know that you can buy vinegar powder online? Yeah. I've never bought it, but so you could make like salt and vinegar popcorn.
Anything. Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that be delicious? Salt and vinegar popcorn?
These are good.
If you're eating out somebody's butt.
Oh, God. I feel like that would burn.
You know. A little sweet and sour
You
butthole.
just got to work fast.
Exactly. Yeah, oh, man, that would suck.
How fast can you eat your ass,
I don't give a suck no matter whether or not you had hemorrhoids. I don't.
Well, I mean, yeah. But if they didn't get it all off there,
In response to Roma in the intro, how fast can I eat your ass? It depends on, how fast you work, really.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. How fast you seduce me, Dan. No,
I've been working on it for over 100 episodes.
I think I do like the ketchup ones more than that one.
Yes, but they're both really good.
Both good, yeah. And actually, Kat, riddle me this. Wait, no, riddle you this. What is Canada's stance on kettle chips? On the ones that are like the thick cut? Do you guys have those? Are they popular? Is it because of your universal health care that no one's teeth can tolerate it?
I do like kettle chips.
Well, yeah, but we're Americans. We have dentists.
That's true.
Yeah, that's why we can have jujubes and they can't. They're jujubes.
And the other
Don't
kind
stick.
of Swedish fish.
Yeah. Theirs don't stick.
I think that's it. And we're at the end of the show. It was perfect, really.
Wow. That was Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I had a whole.
She says,
monkey.
we love kettle chips, 3 exclamation points.
Okay, good. Well, in a few years, when we do another Canada episode, we'll have you send us some of the best kettle chips from over there. I had a whole box of memories.
Oh.
That I wanted to get into. I knew we were doing the Canada episode today, so you know, I wasn't expecting to get to it, but you know, just got a box of some things from the old days.
All right.
Just thought it was kind of cool to. So if you guys want to bring in anything of your past self,
that's a good idea. It's good, especially for the end of the year.
yeah, you know, just.
And I
whatever.
actually just came across a bunch of old stuff.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Dan, if you've got some,
I'll see what I can drudge up.
yeah, exactly, like a little 10-year-old big butt Dan. I want to see that little ass. Not because it's 10, Roma, because I want to compare.
I didn't say
Jesus Christ, Roma.
It didn't
say
change.
anything.
It didn't change in size.
Dad's just walking around. You know,
For the
construction
longest
workers
time, I
yelling.
thought they were just bird calling, and it turns out
It's just my shorts, okay?
it's the pleats. It's the pleats and the pants.
Exactly. Quit teasing me.
You know what won't get you teased, Steve?
What's that, Dan?
Finding yourself at thesensiblesociopathpodcast.com.
.com?
Where you can make sure that you get all of your swanky, cool, awesome wares for our show. You can get your Send socks. You can get your different colored shirts of various sizes and or all accompanying genders.
Only mediums.
Only,
No
only
fat chicks.
medium size. And you get your hoodies because hey, it's chilly outside. We just got our first snow of the year.
Yeah.
And because of that, you should also get your Charlie Cat mug in which you can keep, you know, your hot bourbon or your chocolate that's melted down and put in the form of a drink or even some coffee,
Your
depending
hot
on what
ketchup
kind of,
chips.
yeah, your hot boiled ketchup chips.
Mm-hmm.
Where else can you find us, Steve?
Well, you can find us at the Sensible Sociopath Podcast on Instagram, and you can find me at Stephen Paul Cast on Twitter if you'd like to kind of just hear me make fun of some people and tell them how stupid they are. And we will be back next Friday. Hopefully, everybody can bring in something. I got my box of goodies ready to rock. It's actually been here for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I'm ready to rock and roll. Kat, Tammy, you just made this episode. It was great. Everything was like better than last time. I don't know if Canada got better or if we got worse, but
Turns out we're really not that different, eh?
yeah. No, it was a great time. We love trying all your stuff, and it made for I think good content.
Yeah.
To my eye doctor who apparently watches the show. I was like, I walked into his office or I was sitting in the office, and he came in. He's like, I've been watching your show. That was the first thing he said to me.
That's so funny.
I was like, and this was a year ago that I had seen him. So I'm like, man, that's awesome. And he knew it was me. So I don't know.
There you go. There you go.
Anyways, very handsome
Does he
guy.
ask why you wear glasses even though you have perfect vision?
You know, that didn't come up. That didn't. But
You would think as an optometrist, like you'd be fixate on people's glasses.
Yeah. But actually, he's like, yeah, you probably won't need glasses till you're like 47. I'm like, well, can I get some? You know, he's like, nah. He's like, no, you can't.
You're
like,
good.
He was like, I'll write you a prescription, but if you bring it into anybody, they'll laugh at you. You know, I was like, all right. So yeah, I think I'm at 2025. I used to be 2015. Damn. I think I was 2020 now. 2025. Not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And so he said, like, yeah, you won't need till you're 47 or so.
Nice.
If he was to guess. When most people need readers at 40. But
I'm definitely getting there for sure.
really?
It's getting harder and harder. I'm like,
yeah, you got to get a longer arm. That's what they say.
Yeah, or I need to give myself time to focus. Like before I could just like look, but now I'm like, okay, wait.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the build up for like old the MX. It was that whole
THX.
Yes, the THX noise. That's how long it takes for you to get right to the.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Funny.
So
visually, that's what you're doing.
Before we get out of here, Cass says we love kettle chips. There's so many kinds of kettle chips. It's insane.
All right.
Wildly popular. There's a spicy dill pickle I almost sent.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said we're glad
spicy
you
and sour.
It.
Okay, maybe we're gonna have to fucking work something out.
We're gonna need you to try every single chip in Canada, and we're gonna have to have you send us the spiciest and the sourest.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Ready, set, go.
All right.
So we will see you next Friday live here on YouTube. Please like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends. All right, then, done.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Best podcast in the world.
The world would not be the same.
I like it.
No wonder my anxiety's so high.
Few people laughed. Few people cried.
Oh, what's in the box?
Most people were silent.
And that was it.
Now I am become death,
Sounds like a bad time.
the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah, so this doesn't seem like a great idea to me.
I suppose we all thought that, one way or another.
You didn't tell me any of that. That's crazy.
Well, Rama, when you're a hero, you don't tell everyone until you're on your podcast.
I'm about to hear some shit.
We all need to laugh.
I think just sitting down and, listening to
The Sensible Sociopath. This is the shit you're supposed to be watching.
Gen X is gonna love it. Millennials are gonna be like, I'm offended.
You have offended me.
Also, my dog has a giant dick.
Oh my god, that's enormous.
I love it.
It's still a racist dog whistle.
Where you kind of have like a rotating cast of characters.
We're talking baby seals, eagles, wolves.
I'm just glad we're not going to have to eat with racism anymore.
It's worse than the butthole.
We're technically considered propaganda.
It is very contagious.
I think we really need to talk about environmentalism.
Like, are they studying pine cones?
Make yourself a nice stingray omelet. That's how Steve Irwin died. Cholesterol.
It's fucking delicious.
His father had ended up killing his mother and committing suicide.
In that order?
That's diabolical. I like it.
They had an apple gun where you could shoot Bigfoot.
Has she always been retarded?
I mean, she could have had a head injury.
You don't know anything about tartar sauce.
He had picked up a 400-pound statue and was like walking around with it.
Was the statue racist?
I'd like to think so.
It's like how they invented bacon and avocado to make a turkey sandwich tolerable.
I have a fear of fire.
Like a werewolf? Daniel, you've been our greatest viewer. Well, Daniel and Sarah and Katrina. Daniel!
Has she always been retarded?
Political contributions.